A powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck western Colombia on Monday, causing widespread destruction across cities including Cali, Pereira, and Manizales. At least 55 people have been confirmed dead, with more than 180 reported missing in Cali alone. Buildings have collapsed, a hospital partially failed, airports suspended operations, and rescue teams continue searching through the rubble as aftershocks rattle the region. Let's take a look at 10 shocking videos that have emerged from Colombia. This first video captures the terrifying moment. A large circular concrete building begins to crumble during the earthquake. Huge chunks of concrete break away and crash near people scrambling downstairs and running for safety. Thick dust clouds erupt as the structure fails, and the footage continues with a church facade shedding debris, a multi-story building leaning heavily over rubble, and crowds gathering amid the damaged skyline under clear skies. In this next clip, part of a hospital in Colombia collapses directly onto ambulances parked outside. Debris and thick dust cascade downward while people cover their heads and flee the scene. Emergency vehicles sit partially buried or damaged amid the chaos. Bystanders react in shock as the structure fails in real time, highlighting the severe impact on medical facilities in the affected cities. Take a look.
Está temblando fuerte. Miren.
Well, nighttime rescue operations unfold at a heavily collapsed multi-story building. Teams of rescuers in yellow helmets dig through piles of concrete slabs, bricks, and twisted debris under bright artificial lights. Crowds of onlookers surround the site as workers search desperately for survivors. Officials say at least 188 people remain missing in Cali after the deadly earthquake. Let's look at another video, this time coming in from Pereira. Inside the Pereira airport, the terminal floor is littered with fallen ceiling panels and structural debris. Travelers carefully navigate the wreckage, some carrying bags, while others assess the damage near large windows and support columns. The short but striking footage shows the immediate aftermath after the powerful earthquake forced the suspension of airport operations. Take a look. Well, let's look at the next video. This is an intense video which was filmed inside the Pereira airport as the prolonged shaking hit. People sprint in panic while ceilings, balance, lights and debris crash down around them. Dust rapidly fills the large open terminal, chairs topple and travelers scramble for cover. The clip reveals just how violent and sustained the 7.4 magnitude earthquake felt on the ground. A compilation of 4 clips shows the earthquake's widespread destruction as well. One captures a building facade collapsing onto a street, sending people fleeing a dust cloud past a white car and overturned motorcycles. Another shows a multi-story yellow building fully pancaking in a massive dust plume. A third depicts a corner structure releasing clouds of debris as people run across an intersection. The final clip shows crowds standing in a dense outdoor dust cloud with high rises barely visible through the haze. Take a look.
¡Ay, Dios mío!
In this next video, It's a street level footage which reveals a severely tilted multi-story building beside a busy road. Vehicles including a yellow taxi pass the wreckage as dust hangs in the air. Additional shots showed damaged cityscapes, elevated roadways and traffic moving past piles of rubble under hazy skies, illustrating the structural failures left by the powerful earthquake. Take a look. Well, in one of the most dramatic clips, a multi-story yellow building identified as a university hospital begins to collapse. Windows shatter and floors pancake downward in a sequence before towering a dust cloud engulfs the entire structure and nearby streets as well. Bystanders watch helplessly as the building is reduced to rubble in seconds after the massive 7.4 magnitude earthquake. Well, this video shows serious damage to a multi-story house or building in Cali. The upper floors have completely collapsed into a chaotic pile of rubble, exposed beams and debris against the remaining lower walls. A white truck sits nearby under clear blue skies, capturing the heavy toll that the earthquake took on residential structures in the city as well. Well, the aftermath scenes from Cali show a multi-story building reduced to a massive pile of concrete, metal and debris, with only a partial red-topped section still standing. Motorcycles, cars and onlookers gather around the site under bright sunlight as people stop to document the destruction that was left behind by the deadly earthquake. Let me introduce the guests who are joining us on this broadcast. Ambassador Sushil Singhal, who is a former diplomat, and Naveen Bhatnagar, who is former DIG NDRF. I thank you both for your time and appreciate you talking to Newsx. Let's start off with Ambassador first with your observations regarding this deadly earthquake. Obviously, we're looking at the golden 72-hour phase where rescue and relief operations matter the most. Survivors will be the most during this period, and we are also looking at international aid that might pour in, help redevelop, help in relief operations as well. Sir?
Thank you very much, Shivan, for having me in your show. As you rightly mentioned, that this 72-hour period is a golden time, golden period, where the search. I think the priority has to be on search and rescue, because these 72 hours will give an opportunity to the authorities in Colombia to save as many lives as possible, and I think they need to really focus on that, and I'm sure they are doing, because they have a National Disaster Authority, which is coordinating all the assistance. And it's a very, very unfortunate, because the magnitude of this earthquake was 7.4, and this already 164 number, which is coming at the moment, which is keeping unfortunately increasing all the time, is already been confirmed that people have lost their life in this deadly earthquake. More than 20 municipalities. Just imagine what is the scale at which we are talking about. And of course, we have another example. Last June, Venezuela suffered a massive earthquake, and that was the fear these people, everybody in the Latin America was having. And we lost about 5,000 people. And now 2 aftershocks have already come here. So which shows that this damage can be further, unfortunately increasing. The assistance, when it comes to the assistance, I think the international community is going to provide assistance. US have already announced $15.5 million in assistance. European countries and the neighboring countries, Brazil and others, including even the Venezuela, because they also have experience. They have already announced aid. as far as the India is concerned, I think India has the capability because we recently recall in 2023 we launched this Operation Rose for Turkey and Syria, and then 2025 Operation Brahma for Myanmar. And now for the Venezuela also, despite the distance, we have provided them a lot of assistance. We two C-17 were sent for search and rescue and medical assistance. So we have the capabilities to provide assistance, and I think if I don't know how the government of India is going to respond to this, but in the way we normally respond, particularly in the global south, India is always the first responder. So, despite the distance, I think India will offer them assistance, and particularly in three areas: search and rescue, and because our NDRF team has a lot of experience and expertise in this area. Drones we can supply for the surveying the damage, and the medical. We have the capsules which Bhishma and others, which are very suitable for these kind of situations. So India has the capability, but I don't know whether they're waiting for the announcement or some preparation is going on. I've not heard any announcement so far, but I'm sure that Indian authorities would be looking into it and to provide the assistance, because Colombia at this moment needs all the help possible, particularly in this golden period where the most peoples can be saved, and reports are coming that a lot of people are trapped
Absolutely.
In the buildings, so they need to be sort of rescued and helped at this moment. Thank you.
Absolutely. Ambassador and Dr. Bhatnagar, I will request you to stay on with us. We have taken a look at the videos. Now let's take a quick glance at some photos that are also coming in from Colombia after the deadly earthquake, because that will give you an understanding of how devastating it has been for Colombia to deal with the 7.4 magnitude earthquake. Let's look at that first image on your screens right now. It's almost a 4-story building in Cali, Colombia, and people are walking through the rubble of a collapsed building after the earthquake, and you can look at the amount of damage that has been caused. This is all debris from the building that has collapsed, and people are literally on top of it, and they are reaching almost the first floor of the building. This is the ground level. So you can imagine the amount of concrete, the amount of debris that has accumulated because of this destruction. Let's look at the next video. You can see that people are undertaking rescue operations with sniffer dogs helping to find the bodies. Like the ambassador also pointed out, the golden period is around 72 hours in such cases, where we can in fact find signs of life trapped under the debris, under the rubble, and hence the utilization of such sniffer dogs also will be very helpful in making sure that there are more survivors. Let's look at the next photo that is in fact coming in from Cali, Colombia. People are looking through the rubble of a collapsed building over there. They're trying to search for survivors here as well, and everyone is wearing the safety helmet to make sure that even if they are surrounded by buildings, remember that aftershocks are still continuing. Already 2 of them have been reported, and hence they're taking precautionary measures even while the rescue and relief operations continue. Let's look at this next image. This comes in from Manizales, Caldas, where a damaged building in Manizales with the rubble fallen over a parked car. So you can see the white parked car over here, it's damaged, and there is rubble over it. So clearly a lot of damage and destruction to private assets as well because of this deadly earthquake. Let's look at this image that is coming in from Caldas, Colombia, where it has left cities across Western Colombia badly damaged. You can look at the amount of damage to this car over here as well. This car's windshield has been destroyed completely, and we can see the amount of debris that has fallen down over here. So all these parked cars also damaged. Let's look at another image from Manizales, Colombia, where a police officer walks amid debris of a damaged building over there, and you can see how the floors have completely shattered, completely collapsed on their own. This is in fact the ground level, and you can see how the floor has been flattened over here. Let's look at another image. This is from Cali, Colombia, of the people who have survived this, patients who are being evacuated from a hospital in Cali. Remember that hospital buildings were also damaged in this earthquake, and now the patients over there are being evacuated to safer hospitals where they can continue to get treated. We're looking at this next image from Cali, Colombia, where residents and rescue workers search through the rubble of a collapsed building, and they're trying to make sure that they do find survivors as soon as possible. Not just authorities, but residents, people who have made through this disaster, also joining in this effort. Let's look at this next image, a very powerful image where locals and rescue officials are sifting through rubbles of a broken building as well. And look at that image. They are trying to take out all the stones, the blocks, the concrete slabs, and make sure that they rescue anyone who's trapped under the debris. So these are some of the iconic images that are coming in after the earthquake in Colombia. Let me get in a word from Mr. Bhatnagar as well. Mr. Bhatnagar, thank you for patiently waiting. Obviously, first of all, I want to understand that during such disasters, urban cities, we are talking about Cali, we are talking about Pereira, we are talking about Manizales, where urban cities rescue and relief operations can be quite tough. I want to understand from you, how difficult is it to navigate through these urban centers when we are seeing debris of this magnitude over there, sir?
Yeah, so as I am watching the videos and the scene which are being shown on your screen, so it means, and also 72 hours golden period is over. It means the people who are working in the rescue operations, either maybe army, police or the volunteers, they are not so trained, and also they don't have the latest equipment to find out the people who are under debris, who are under this collapsed building. So they are unable to search them. Otherwise, this number of victims will go high, because the maximum people were ready to go to their office and all these things. In the meantime, 7.4 this magnitude, this earthquake came, and maximum people were made this victim of this such type of unpredicted this earthquake. So really it is a shocking news, and the more problem is this, that their police people, their rescue party, they don't have the perfect rescue operations. As in our India, our NDRF, we all are ready for such type of things with our latest equipments and the sniffer dogs and all these things. Of course, they are also using now the sniffer dogs, but their dogs are not so capable, and also they don't have the latest equipment. That is why this death rate going high and high. Still now time is there, but as long as we will make delay in the rescue operation, the maximum people will be dying, and it will be reported also. And also, moreover, the people who are wounded, who are under debris, who are unable to move, so there are chances for them to survive. So for that purpose, their government, their police people, their rescuers, they should be given high skilled training and other equipments also, as well as the people to have the volunteers and all these things. But anyhow, we will pray from the God that
Right.
maximum people should save. I will personally, I'm shocked, and I am praying from the God for their survival. Please.
Absolutely. In fact, there's some more information, sir, flowing in. I'll request both my panelists to stay on with us. The death toll from the earthquake in Colombia has continued to rise, with officials now reporting a combined 164 fatalities across 3 affected regions. In Cali, 85 deaths have been confirmed, while Pereira has recorded 66 fatalities, and the Choco region has reported around 13. Rescue teams remain on the ground as search operations continue, and authorities have cautioned that the toll could rise further as more areas are assessed. Ambassador Singhal, I also want to get in a word from you regarding how international efforts can in fact be poured in at this particular time, because like you mentioned, India has been at the top of things when it comes to sending across help to its neighbors like Turkey. You mentioned that there was an earthquake over there, and immediately we sent in relief and supply and essential commodities. But in Colombia, which is currently reeling under the stress, we are seeing that search operations are also continuing. Can there be any other sort of help that the country can actually seek?
Yeah, certainly, sure. In this kind of situation, what is very important is the coordination, because sometimes we have seen in this kind of situation there is a lot of confusion. Aid comes in, people come to help, but on the ground they are not able to do much because of lack of coordination with the authority. So I think Colombia is the responsibility of the Colombian National Disaster Authority to coordinate all the effort and the assistance which is coming. So I think government of Colombia has to come out with a list of the items and the assistance they require immediately, so that the international agencies and international partners and the other countries can provide them the assistance which is actually required on the ground. Because otherwise what happens is a lot of confusion happens, and the assistance which comes is not utilized. People are just sitting around. So I think it's very important that the Colombian authority have to get their act together and come out with a list of the requirements so that this can be fulfilled. As I already mentioned, that Brazil, US, all the neighboring countries, including Venezuela, they are already providing them assistance. So if the more assistance comes in, there will be a lot of confusion. So it has to be a coordinated effort between the government of Colombia and the countries and other agencies. That is, I think, most important aspect which they have to keep in mind. And as I said, the government of India will be willing and to provide assistance, and maybe they are already on the way, or they are talking to the Colombian authorities. That's a normal. We talk to the diplomatic channels and find out what assistance they require, and accordingly we do that. In other operations also, we did the same method, same process was adopted. In this case also, I'm sure they will be doing the same. Thank you.
Absolutely, Ambassador. Agree with you on a coordinated effort on Colombia actually listing out what are the priority areas that should be looked at. Well, we have some more news coming in that by Monday night, 21 aftershocks were detected in Colombia after 7.4 magnitude earthquake. The country's geological service has warned that further tremors could follow. Around 1,600 buildings are reported damaged or collapsed, and rescue teams are in fact frantically searching for survivors, as more than 2,700 people had been reported as missing. Now, families have posted information about missing loved ones on city-run websites as well. Extremely heart-wrenching over there. Family members still searching for their loved ones. Mr. Bhatnagar, I want to get in a word from you. I want to understand, can a country ever be prepared for a disaster like this? Because there have been recent earthquakes in the nearby regions as well. Do you think that there is evidence of maybe a fault-to-fault stress that is occurring over there, or this should be treated as an isolated event?
Actually, it's the best time, and people should learn the lesson from this earthquake, because it can come anywhere, any time, of any magnitude. So people all the time of all the countries should remain prepared, because nobody knows where it can come. It can go anyhow, but they should have people ready or force ready like NDRF, as we are highly skilled rescuers. We are confident that we can do whatever we want, we can do whatever we got the target, we can achieve this goal we have, and we are succeeded also, and we are achieving our goal definitely. So I mean to say that every country should remain prepared. They should have, even then in such conditions, they should declare as disaster. And as per United Nations definition and all these things, so every country should send their help to the Colombian people and the people of that particular nearby area also, with their medicines, medical aid, as well as the instruments, as well as the rescuers like NDRF. They should call immediately. They should not make any delay, because our NDRF all the time we are prepared. We are most highly skilled people, and we can do, because now the time is running short, and people are under debris, badly damaged debris. So because from that debris, rescue the people really is a dangerous also, and also if there is a air pocket available for the people who are in the debris, they can be survivor. But the time is running very speedy, so we should not wait for the aid. We should immediately ask the help from all the countries, including India. Our Modi ji is really, he is what we can say, he is a very kind-hearted man, and definitely our planes are ready with the material and our forces also. We
Right.
are waiting from the signal, and immediately we will fly to Colombia for the help. So definitely, please, I will pray from the God and also the country and also affected area also, that as long as Indian troops as well as the Indian rescuers are coming, so definitely as and when we will reach there,
All right.
this rescue operation will be in the fast manner, and
Okay.
we will be achieving our target. Yeah.
All right. In fact, sir, we have some more information that is flowing our way. Chinese President Xi Jinping on Tuesday has extended his condolences to Colombian President over the severe earthquake in Colombia. In his message, he has said that he is deeply shocked to learn that a powerful earthquake had struck Colombia, causing severe casualties and property losses. He also extended his deep condolences to victims of the earthquake. He has expressed his belief that under the leadership of the Colombian government, the Colombian people will make concerted efforts to overcome this disaster. Apart from this, we are also getting in some more information regarding relief, where countries have come forward to aid Colombia to overcome this disaster. The US State Department has announced that it will provide $15.5 million for emergency shelter, food and other aid. Governments across Latin America have also lined up to help. The European Union has also said that it has mobilized the Copernicus satellite service to support rescue operations. Well, with that, we have come to the end of this broadcast. I would like to thank Ambassador Singhal and also Mr. Bhatnagar for joining us with their valuable perspective on this issue.